There are always mysterious cases that we cannot explain. UFOs, aliens, and inexplicable sightings have fascinated humanity for decades. These mysteries continually pique our curiosity and often remain unexplained. In the vastness of the universe, we constantly ask ourselves, are we alone? Numerous reports of unidentified flying objects and encounters with extraterrestrial beings fuel speculation. From the first sightings in ancient times to modern reports, the stories are numerous and often eerily beautiful. In today's video, we dive into this world. We look at the most astonishing UFO sightings and mystical theories. What is really behind these mysterious phenomena? Let's take a closer look. Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. The most famous UFO sighting in history took place in the summer of 1947. A rancher discovered strange debris on his land near Roswell, New Mexico. The U.S. Army initially announced they had recovered a flying disc but quickly changed the story, claiming it was a weather balloon. Rumors of a cover-up spread rapidly. Witnesses reported small, humanoid beings and a crashed spacecraft. This event laid the foundation for many conspiracy theories and speculative debates about extraterrestrial life. The Phoenix Lights, 1997. On the evening of March 13, 1997, hundreds of people in Arizona observed a series of lights moving slowly and silently across the sky. Witnesses described a massive V-shaped or triangular object that seemed to be larger than a football field. Some reported that the object covered the entire sky. The U.S. Air Force later explained the lights as flares from training flights, but many eyewitnesses and UFO researchers doubted this explanation. The sighting remains one of the most well-documented and discussed UFO incidents in the USA Rendlesham Forest, England, 1980. Near the U.S. Air Force Base in Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, several U.S. military personnel reported strange lights in the woods. They discovered a small, metallic object that shimmered in an unusual way and bore strange symbols. The soldiers approached the object, and it suddenly ascended and disappeared. More lights were seen in the following nights. Eyewitness reports were supported by written statements and audio recordings, and allegedly physical traces were found on the ground. This incident is often referred to as the British Roswell, Belgian UFO wave 19891990. Between November 1989 and April 1990, over 13,500 people in Belgium reported triangular UFOs with bright lights silently crossing the sky. These sightings occurred in several waves and were taken seriously by police and military authorities. The Belgian military deployed F-16 fighter jets to pursue the objects. Radar detected unusual maneuvers that the jets could not replicate. Despite extensive investigations, no satisfactory explanation was found, and the events remain a mystery to this day. Kaikoura Lights, New Zealand, 1978. On December 21, 1978, pilots and passengers of a New Zealand cargo plane observed strange lights following them as they flew along the Kaikoura coast. The lights were detected by radar both in the aircraft and on the ground. A camera crew on board the plane filmed the lights, which were described as spherical and pulsating. The New Zealand government investigated the incident but found no conclusive explanation. This incident remains one of the most well-documented UFO sightings in history. Westall Incident, Australia, 1966. On April 6, 1966, over 200 students and teachers at Westall High School in Melbourne saw a disc-shaped object land in a nearby field and take off shortly thereafter. The object was described as metallic and silver, hovering for a few minutes before disappearing at high speed. Witnesses reported that military authorities quickly arrived and cordoned off the area. Despite the large number of eyewitnesses, the incident was downplayed in official reports, leading to speculation about a cover-up. Socorro Incident, New Mexico, 1964. On April 24, 1964, police officer Lonnie Zamora saw an egg-shaped object land in the desert near Socorro, New Mexico. Zamora observed two small beings in white suits next to the object, who quickly returned inside when they noticed him. The object took off with a loud noise and disappeared into the sky. Burned vegetation and marks on the ground were found at the site. The incident was investigated by the Air Force and remained unexplained, as no conventional explanation could be found. The Tic Tac sighting, San Diego, 2004. In November 2004, U.S. Navy pilots observed an unidentified, white, egg-shaped object performing extreme flight maneuvers during a training mission. The object, described as resembling a tic-tac, abruptly changed direction and accelerated faster than anything the pilots had ever seen. The encounter was captured by advanced radar systems and onboard cameras. In 2017, the sighting was officially confirmed by the U.S. government as part of a broader investigation into an unidentified aerial phenomena. Voronezh Incident, Russia 1989. On September 27, 1989, children and adults in the Russian city of Voronezh reported a large UFO landing in a park. Witnesses saw humanoid beings emerge from the object and move around the park. The beings were described as very tall, with long limbs and prominent heads. After a few minutes, they returned to their ship, which then took off and disappeared. Soviet authorities investigated the incident and allegedly found physical traces at the scene, making it one of the most notable UFO sightings in the former Soviet Union. Tehran Incident, Iran 1976. On September 19, 1976, 2 Iranian F-4 fighter pilots were dispatched to investigate a large, bright object sighted over Tehran. As they approached the object, their instruments and communication systems failed. The object performed maneuvers that seemed impossible to the pilots and then disappeared at high speed. The sighting was recorded by radar both on the ground and in the aircraft. An official investigation found no conventional explanation, and the incident remains a remarkable example of military UFO sightings. What do you think about all this? Do UFOs really exist? Are we alone, or is this just human delusion? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.